And welcome back. When it comes to money, who do you think is smarter? Is it men or is it women? Women. Wimmer. Is it men or wimmer?
Winner, winner. All right, our next guest has the answer to that question. Kara Kaiser is the managing director of BMO Private Bank of Milwaukee. She's here to talk about financial confidence in women. Great to see you.
Hey, great to see you as well. Thanks for having me back.
You want to go ahead and answer
Yeah,
that question?
men or
right
wimmers?
off the
It's
top?
wimmer. No, it's, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. There are differences in genders, right? And what's really interesting is we find that women are just as financially literate as men, but they tend to lack the confidence when it comes to money and investing. And actually, the Center of Talent Innovation finds that women are 44% less likely to consider themselves financially knowledgeable, which is a key component in that confidence.
Yes.
So women are just as prepared, they just lack the confidence in their ability to make the financial decisions.
Interesting.
Okay. That is interesting. I remember my mom's, one of my mom's closest friends, she's in her 90s, she said, she's like, the best thing you can do for yourself is understand your finances and keep something separate from your husband. Because she, in that age frame, you know, kept everything together, didn't know or understand anything, and it left her in a tough position when he passed. And so what do you think, though, is in terms of women, their biggest concerns when it comes to their finances?
Sure. And in your situation, right, it's going to be different for every family, but I would say a couple of large buckets, right? So first, will I have enough money to retire? It's always on people's minds. I'm sure you hear people talking about it. Secondly, will my family be protected if something happens to me?
Yeah.
And lately, we're hearing a little bit more, should I be reacting differently with the market volatility that's out there?
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about retirement specifically. How can women feel more confident as they approach that age and consider retirement?
Yep, great question. And so I really recommend working with a trusted financial advisor to create a customized personal plan for each family. So what this will do, it can be a little intimidating. I encourage people to jump in. It's going to create a lot of clarity about your finances. Where are you today? Where do you want to be for that retirement? At what age do you need to have what amount of money? And we find when we do that and we create that roadmap for people, especially women, when they have that number, they're much more likely to save and invest to achieve that goal. So working with that advisor is a critical partner, and it's like a roadmap to success. You know right where you're going, and you can feel very confident about that.
Yeah, that seeing money grow exponentially by just putting a little bit in is, it does give you that so much confidence just to start. But people want to know steps, like what steps do I take to get to that confidence for retirement?
That's right, and that's what the plan will help create, right? So it'll put that roadmap together. If you do this on this time frame, you'll achieve this number, and based on all the financial analytics that we do, we know if you have this number at this age with your spending, that will sustain you as you go forward.
Do those steps then protect you as well?
Yeah, interesting question. So from the protection side of things, we might even recommend doing a few things differently. First, having a will in place, making sure that it's updated regularly as things change. And for some people, that might also be a trust. A good attorney can draft those documents for you. But that's going to make your wishes both known and help you ensure that they are carried out into the future. The other thing is I would recommend reviewing insurance options. There isn't a better way to protect against the unexpected for your family than with some life insurance.
Yeah.
I think people have a hard time thinking through worst case scenarios. You want to be around forever to protect your family and take care of your kids and things like that. But in terms of protection, the market's been really volatile, and I think that makes people really nervous as they not only look toward retirement, but they feel insecure about keeping their loved ones protected.
Certainly. The market's been a little choppy lately. I think we were a little spoiled in 2017.
Yeah.
It was an unusual year in the fact that there was very little market volatility. As we look back over the last 40 years of the stock market, it is very normal to have a market correction of 10% or even greater over the course of a year. So it's important to, one, remember we're investing for the long term, and two, when you're working with a financial advisor, ask those questions and they will help ensure that you've got a balanced and diverse investment portfolio. And then what happens is that short-term volatility becomes really less important than having that strategic investment strategy for your family.
Yeah, you don't feel fear
That's
so
right.
quickly.
That's right. You know exactly where you're going and you understand what the returns will be long term.
So how else can we build that confidence then? Knowing something like that helps us, but what other ways can we do it?
I think financial confidence comes with financial literacy and experience. So first, reading more. Commit yourself to reading a financial article at least once a week. Talk to friends. We all know people who like to do things on the side. It's almost a hobby. Have a cup of coffee, see what they're doing. And really also, I would say celebrate your successes, no matter how small that you're making in your own personal finances. Maybe you balance your checkbook, maybe you're paying your bills on time. Start there and move up from there.
Let's say women are a couple. They're in a relationship. They're married. What specific things should you be doing if that's your situation?
Yes. We recommend really partnering together with your spouse or your partner and joining forces that way. So when you're together as a team, that's going to help you make better financial decisions and protect you as a team, really, for the unexpected. So do that a couple ways. One, break the money silence. This does not have to be a stressful conversation. It might actually be fun. And if you struggle to get started, start where you're winning. Start with your successes. Secondly, have a money conversation maybe every month. In our household, we do it about every month. And just everybody's on the same page and you know where you are on that path. And finally, I really recommend this when you're working with a financial advisor, make sure you go to that meeting jointly. Women sometimes opt out, and I would say go to that meeting because women have important things to share about how they want to save money, spend money, maybe gift it and plan into the future. And find an advisor that takes that seriously.
Do you think some women don't go because they feel like maybe if this is the situation, they're not the breadwinner, that they don't have a right to say what they want to do with that money?
I think there's a variety of reasons why people don't go. I think that's one of them. I think also this confidence around it. If I go, I'm not going to know what they're talking about. And I would say the opposite. Go and attend the meeting, you'll
Start
learn.
learning.
The more you go, the more you'll become knowledgeable, and then your confidence will grow from that.
And knowledge is power,
Knowledge
it's
is power.
security, it's confidence.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what we're trying to grow, especially with our women clients.
It's wonderful.
It is great. You've got all this great information. People can email you for more. I know you've got workshops, things like that available. People can learn about kaiser.morningblend@bmo.com. That's BMO. You can also visit bmowealthmanagement.com for more information to learn more about all the things that you guys do and things that you host Women in Wealth throughout the year.